Hi guys, so in this video we will see how we can host a simple static website on Amazon S3. I will not just show you the step to host any static website on Amazon S3. Rather, I will try to explain each and every option that you will see in Amazon S3 console so that it will be easy for you people to understand all the technicalities behind each and every option that you will see in Amazon S3. And for this demo, I have a simple bootstrap static template. So we are going to host this static template on Amazon S3. So the static means I have some HTML file, some JavaScript file, and some images. So if I select this folder, so this is basically the folder, this is basically the website or all the content which we are going to upload on Amazon S3. So this is completely a static website, means we have some HTML file, some CSS file, and some images and some JavaScript file. So we are going to upload all this content on Amazon S3. So before we start, I just want to give you an introduction on Amazon S3. So Amazon S3 stands for Simple Storage Service, which is basically a storage service where we create a bucket. The bucket means you can understand it as a container, and in that container we upload some files and some folders, and these folders are stored as a object inside the bucket. So for us, the first step would be to create a bucket where we want to store all our files and folders for our static website. So let's click on the create bucket button, and now we have to specify the bucket name, and this bucket name must be uniquely globally unique, which means if I try to give some name like bucket demo, and if I try to create the bucket with this name bucket demo, and if I try to click the create button, then it will show me the error saying the bucket with the same name already exists. So this means the bucket name should be or must be uniquely, it should be globally unique. Okay, so if I have to give it some other name, so let's say concept plus demo. So I'm sure this will be unique, otherwise we will get the same error again. So the other option we see in the console is AWS region. So AWS region means you can select any region where you basically want to host your website. So generally we choose any the region where our customer base is nearby. So suppose mostly your customer or the clients are in the US region, so you should basically select the US region. If you are customer mostly in Asia region, so you have to select the Asia region. So based on your customer location, you should select the region. So for this demo, I have selected North Virginia region. Then the other option we see is object ownership. So there are two options for the object ownership as you see. First one is the ACL disabled and another one is the ACL enabled. So if you enable the ACL, that means you are allowing the other AWS account to access your all the objects inside this bucket. Okay, so if you enable the ACL, that means you are allowing the other AWS accounts to access all the objects inside this bucket. If you disable, then it will not be accessible to other AWS account. So for this demo, let's keep it as a ACL disabled. And now the option we see is bucket public access setting. So if you check this option, that means you are blocking all the public access. That means no one from the internet can access the objects or the files inside this bucket. So let's keep it as a block for now. Later we will update it. And the bucket versioning option, so that means if you want to have multiple version of a single file so that you can preserve or retrieve or restore the objects or the files in the future. So if you want this functionality, then you should enable the bucket versioning. So if you enable the bucket versioning, you can recover any of your file with the previous version. So maybe in the future you want to update the file, so if you have enabled this option, then you can go back or roll back to your previous version. Okay. So for this demo, let's keep it as disable for the simplicity. And the text, you can add any text, or this is completely optional. So let me give it as a name like name or my demo website. and the encryption option. So we use encryption when we want to have some secured connection between the client and the server. So server means the S3 website or where the website will be hosted. So if you enable this encryption, then it will ask you the keys, and these keys will be used to encrypt your all the content. So all the files will be encrypted in the transit mode. In the transit mode means whenever the client make a request to access the all the access the files, then it will be encrypted with these specified keys. So Amazon S3 provide two types of keys for the S3 bucket encryption. First one is the Amazon S3 managed key. So the keys will be automatically managed by S3 service itself. Otherwise, you can choose another AWS encryption service, which is KMS. KMS stand for Key Management Service. So if you specify the key management service, then you have to specify which key you want to use to encrypt the objects. If you there are basically two types of keys you can use in the KMS service. First one is the AWS managed keys, which means the keys will be managed by the service itself, or otherwise you can choose your own KMS keys, or rather you can create your own or import any third party keys in Amazon KMS service. So for this demo, let's keep it as disabled, but I just show you all the possible option, and you can select as per your requirements. So let's keep it as disabled for this demo. And in the additional setting, you can allow or you can enable or disable the object lock. So object lock means the object cannot be writable, it can be only readable if you enable the lock. Okay, this will be secured your content inside the website, or inside or website content. It will basically add a secured layer so that no one can edit without any permission. So let's create the bucket. So the bucket creation is in the progress. Okay, so the bucket is now created successfully. So our bucket is created. So select our bucket. This is the bucket which we created right now, just right before. So select this bucket. Now we have to upload all the objects, and object means all the files which we, so these are the files which we are going to upload. So click on the upload button, click on the add files. First I will select all the files and then I will upload the folder. So let's select all the files first. The files has been selected, and now add the folder. So I will add folder one by one. So first the asset folder, and now the second one, the forms folder. Click on the upload. Okay, so now click on the upload, and it will start uploading our all the files inside this bucket. So this will take some time, so I will pause this video. Once the upload is completed, I will come back. Okay, so the once the all the files are uploaded, you will see the message saying objects succeeded, upload succeeded. So now close this, and you will see all the files and all the folders which we just uploaded. So I just want to uh, show you the two imported files. First one is the index.html file, and the second one is array.html file. So the index.html files will work as a landing page for our website, or it will be the root file for our website. So this will be going to very necessary file, because when we configure this bucket to be served as a static website, we will need this index.html file, and other one is array.html file. This array.html file will be used when the user try to navigate to a incorrect path, then this array.html file will be shown to the user. I will show you this in action when we launch our website. So for now we have to enable this bucket to be served as a Amazon S3 static website. So for that, click on the property tab, and at the bottom of the page you will see the static bucket is the static website hosting. So currently it is disabled. That means the bucket is not enabled to serve as a static website. So click on the edit button here and select the enable. When you click on the enable, it will ask you to choose an option between host a static website. So we are trying to we want our bucket to be served as a static website, then we will select host a static website. Or the other option will be if you want to, if the user try to access this website and we want to redirect the client request to another domain or another object, then we should select redirect request for an object. So for this video, as we are trying to host a static website, we should select host a static website, and then we have to specify the index document. So this is the file which I was trying to show you. We have to have one index.html file and one error.html file. So because these files will be served as a root file, the index.html file, and the array.html file will be served when the user try to navigate to a incorrect path. Okay. So also you can write any redirection rule if you select this redirect user for an object. But we are selecting host a static website, then we are good to go here. And now click on the save changes. Okay, so our bucket is now enabled for static website hosting. Let's try to copy this link. This is the link. This is the link for our website. So let's try to open this in another tab, and hopefully we see the error because we block all the public access, as you remember. So see, we are not able to access the site, the 403 error, because we have disabled the public access, if you remember. So if you go in the permission tab, you will see the bucket is blocked for all the public access. So that's why we are seeing this error 403 error, which means the bucket is not accessible. So for that we need to enable the public access. So we have to edit the setting, click on the edit and untick this block all the public access. So this will allow the public or this will allow the access to the internet. So save changes, confirm, and click on the confirm. So this will allow the public access. There is one more things we have to do. We have to in AWS we have a concept of bucket policy. So the bucket policy says which service is allowed for which users. So as we are hosting a static website, we have to specify the bucket policy to all the users. So click on the edit tab, edit button, and this is the policy. So we have to specify the specific policy for our case. So I have a policy that we need to use. So this is the policy. So this says public read get access, effect allow, that means allow the access. The principal means who can principal basically users. So if we are using wildcard, that means every can use this everyone can use this website or can access the objects. Action means what the user can do. So action is selected as a get object. So the user can only get the object. They can only read the object. They cannot write or modify the objects. And the resource means which service. So we are allowing this AWS S3 bucket. So the overall policy says allow everyone to get the object means read the object from this bucket. Okay. So let's copy this and paste it here and click on the save changes. We get the error. Policy has invalid resource. Okay. We have to specify the bucket name here. So our bucket name is concept plus plus. So otherwise what you can do, we have to specify the ARN here. So we can simply copy this bucket ARN. So simply copy this bucket ARN and paste it here. Make sure to add the slash and the star which allow everything inside this bucket. Okay. So now click on the save and hopefully it should work. Yes. So bucket policy is now edited. So if you see we get this base public accessible. So our bucket is now completely served as a S3 website. So now refresh this page and hopefully we see our hosted website. Okay, the website is loading. Seems it is working. Yes, it worked. So you can see our website is hosted on Amazon S3. So this is the URL. So if I try to navigate to, so this is the index.html file, the landing page which we uploaded. Here, if you see, this is the select our bucket. So this is the index.html file which is served as a root file for our website. So if I try to navigate some say blah 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 something any invalid, and if I try to access, then it should show me the errors.html file. Yes, so this is my error.html file saying page not found. I hope this video is helpful. If you have any question, any queries, please comment in the comment section and I will happy to solve your issue.